Barbie's Sisters Mystery Club number 3. The Secret Sea Monster. Prologue. One morning, on what seemed like an ordinary beach day, Barbie, Skipper, Stacy, Chelsea, and their loyal puppies were faced with a major mystery: Raquel's missing jewelry. It was a tough case, but by working together and using their sleuthing skills, the sisters were able to track down the missing jewels, with the help of their puppies, of course. After the case was closed, the sisters were determined to leave no mystery unsolved, no matter how tricky. The Sisters Mystery Club was formed, and no secret was safe from the super sleuthing sisters. Chapter 1. "I can't believe this fog," Teresa said to Nikki. She was jogging down the beach side by side with her friend. Nikki shook her head. Her dark brown ponytail swished back and forth. "You'd think we were in San Francisco, not Malibu." Nikki and Teresa loved their morning runs. It was cooler then, with a nice breeze from the water. Usually their friend Barbie came with them, but she had called earlier to tell them she couldn't go. She had stayed up late fixing the chain on her sister Chelsea's bicycle. Barbie was handy that way, and very sweet with her sisters. "Let's turn back after the bend up ahead," Teresa said. "Sounds good." Nikki gave Teresa a grin. "Race you." "You're on," Teresa yelled. The two girls were great friends, but they loved a good contest too. "Almost there," Teresa cried, slightly out of breath. They stretched forward, rounding the bend. "Eat my dust," Nikki teased as she kicked it up a notch. "Ha! In your dreams." Teresa stopped short. She grabbed Nikki's arm and jerked her to a stop too. "What?" Nikki said. She put her hands on her hips. "Was it because I was winning?" Teresa raised one trembling hand and pointed to the water. The fog over the ocean had drifted apart. For a few seconds, a clear patch appeared. Nikki gasped. She could just make out a mysterious shape floating on the ocean. It had a long body. It had a curved neck and tail. It had a head with a gaping mouth. "Am I dreaming?" Teresa asked. "Or is that a dragon?" "That's no dragon," Nikki said. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Teresa, that's a sea monster." Teresa turned around. "Come on," she said. "We have to tell Barbie." Chapter 2. Ding dong! The doorbell rang inside Barbie's house. "I'll get it," Barbie's sister Stacy yelled. She ran to the front door, nearly tripping over Taffy, a golden retriever pup. 3 other puppies, Honey, Rookie, and DJ, romped around Stacy's feet. "I wonder who it is," Taffy barked to the other pups. "I hope it's the mailman," Rookie said. "His postcards are delicious," DJ agreed. Honey sighed. "I just wish he didn't run so fast." Stacy laughed at the puppies barking. It was almost as if they were talking to each other. She opened the door and saw Barbie's friends, Teresa and Nikki, on the porch. "Is Barbie here?" Teresa asked with a sense of urgency. "Sure, come in," Stacy said. "She's by the pool." "I'll show them where she is," Taffy barked. She rushed through the house, past the living room and kitchen, and straight to the back door. Barbie was on a lounge chair reading a book. Her sister Skipper sat on another chair, texting on her phone. Chelsea floated on the water in an inner tube. "Oh, the water looks nice," Honey called. Splash! Rookie leaped into the water right next to Chelsea. "Wait for me!" DJ barked to Rookie. One after the other, the puppies jumped into the pool, splashing Skipper and Barbie. "Hey!" Skipper laughed. She wiped her phone screen dry with her towel. Barbie looked up from her book and lowered her sunglasses. She smiled as she saw her friends. "Hi, guys, what are you doing here? Weren't you going for a run?" "We did," Nikki said. "But while we were jogging," Teresa went on. "Down at the beach," Nikki explained. "You know where that bend is?" Teresa asked. Barbie nodded. "Just past there." Teresa paused and looked at Nikki. "We saw a sea monster!" Teresa and Nikki finished together in a rush. Barbie blinked. A sea monster? Barbie had traveled around the world. She'd been to many countries. She'd seen many things, but she had never, ever seen a sea monster. "I think you need to tell me all about it," said Barbie. Taffy paddled over to the edge of the pool. "Did you hear that?" she asked the other puppies. "Sure did," DJ barked. "A sea monster." "What's a sea monster?" Honey asked. Rookie shrugged. "I bet it's something like a mailman." Taffy looked doubtful. "Why would a mailman be on the beach?" Nicky and Teresa explained that it was foggy, but how the fog had parted, and then they shared what they had seen. I don't know what else it could be, Teresa said. It had a tail and a head. It even had a wide open mouth. Odd, Barbie said. I guess there's just one thing for us to do. Call the zoo, Chelsea suggested. Call the TV news, Skipper asked. Barbie shook her head. She stood up and slipped on her sandals. We're not calling anyone, she said. We're going to solve this mystery ourselves. Chapter 3. Barbie switched her beach bag from her right shoulder to her left. You all right back there? She called to Stacy. Stacy was lagging a few feet behind her sisters and the puppies. Yep, Stacy said. I'm just looking for the sea monster. I don't want to miss it. It would be easy today, Skipper said. Teresa and Nicky were right. I've never seen the beach this foggy. Barbie and her sisters walked along the beach. Teresa and Nicky headed to their houses to shower. They were planning to meet Barbie and her sisters on the beach later. They had also drawn up a map before they left. An X marked the spot where they had seen the sea monster in the fog. Chelsea looked at the map and frowned. We're going the wrong way, she said. Skipper took the map out of her hands and turned it around. Nope, she said. You're just looking at it upside down. I knew that, Chelsea said. I just wanted to make sure you were paying attention. Barbie stared out over the water. She didn't see whatever it was that Nicky and Teresa had spotted. Could it really have been a sea monster? Barbie laughed. I can barely see the water. Skipper leaned over Chelsea's shoulder. She raised her eyes from the map to the beach. I think Teresa and Nicky saw the sea monster straight ahead. I'll check it out, Stacy said. She took off running. Wait for me, Rookie barked. He ran after Stacy. In seconds, they disappeared into the fog. We'd better not let them out of our sight for long, Barbie said. We may never find them again in this fog. Barbie, Chelsea, Skipper, and the other puppies followed Stacy's and Rookie's footprints down the beach. The fog was so thick, Barbie felt its mist on her skin. Ahead, Stacy's and Rookie's shapes appeared through the fog. When her sisters got closer, Stacy held up one hand. Don't mess up the track, she said, and pointed to the sand in front of her. Skipper frowned. I don't see any... Oh... Barbie stepped back for a better view. Sweeping across the beach was a 10-foot wide band of smooth sand. It looked like something big and heavy had dragged itself up the beach. Chelsea clapped her hands. The sea monster, she said. It was here. Just then, a low, mournful sound came from out over the ocean. Ow. Ow. Stacy grabbed Barbie's arm. What was that? She asked, her voice trembling. Honey covered her eyes with her paws. DJ tucked his nose under his tail. Maybe it was a foghorn, Barbie said, or an elephant seal. Or maybe, Chelsea said, it was the sea monster. Barbie stared at the ocean. Teresa and Nicky had seen something in the fog. She wasn't convinced it was a sea monster, but something strange was going on. Her eyes returned to the wide track in the sand. Right now, that's our only clue, she said. It just disappears into the fog, Stacy said. Exactly, Barbie nodded. Let's see where it goes. I know where it will end, Chelsea said, with one end of a sea monster. Skipper smiled. The head end or the tail end? Chelsea frowned. Do sea monsters have teeth? She asked. Maybe the tail is better. Let me at it, Rookie barked to the other puppies. I can take on a sea monster. Barbie and her sisters followed the track. It led up the beach away from the water. From the sand, dark rocks rose against the gray sky. The trail heads right for the rocks, Skipper said. When they got closer, Stacy stomped her foot. It's a dead end, she said. Barbie squinted at the rocks. She thought she could make out something. Take another look, Barbie told Stacy. Stacy gasped. There's a hole in the rocks, she said. It's a cave.